I'm going to show you guys an alternate way to rig these trolling flies that I put up. Right now what I have are some Mickey fins on the eBay page, and I made these without the Dodger disc incorporated, and I got the eyes on there. But I want to show you how, when you buy these flies, I'm going to include some kind of Dodger setup so you can get some action to the fly. What I want to show you is how to do it when the Dodger is not automatically tied onto the fly. This is a bigger Dodger than I normally use. I like the bigger one because it gives more action. But see, here's a quick problem with the bigger fly. Guess what? If you put the bigger fly directly, if you put the bigger Dodger directly on the fly, it can interfere with the hook, interfere with your hook set. So I have to, if I'm going to use the bigger fly, I'll include a different sort of a kit than with the standard one. So I just need to show you how I rig that up. First thing you do is you're going to come here and you're going to tie on. You're going to get some beads here. I usually will get some beads. And again, I'll include the beads in the kit. I'll put one bead on there, like so. And you'll put the Dodger on. Dadgummit. You'll put the Dodger, and he'll put the Dodger on. So put the bead on, put the Dodger on. And then you'll put about 3 more beads on, 2 or 3 more beads. I'll put plenty of beads in the little kit there. 1, 2, 3. Now you can tie it direct, and from there you just either tie it direct or tie a swivel onto it. So for here, I'll just tie it direct real quick just to show you how it works. The swivel works. Snap swivels work well. It cuts out a lot of the line, twisting the leaders and things like that. But but either way, I find also too that swivels tend to add weight to the fly, which is not bad, but it tends to make it kind of nose heavy, and I prefer it to be a little bit more neutral or whatever. And if I can get this tied up, I'll get it real quick. Just doing a simple fisherman's knot. Use a Palmer, use whatever you want here. I typically use a good old-fashioned fisherman's knot here, because it ties fast and you can get it done quickly. Okay, so now there's that. Okay, let's see there. Don't have my knife or anything, so you can see there's the fly there, like you see on the eBay page. So now, reel this. Let me tighten down the drag on this a little bit. Consequently, this is just a spinning rod, and I got a fly reel attached to a spinning rod. And there you go. There's your completed system. See, you get the same great motion as if it were. You get the same action as if it were, on the fly itself, but it's much better hookup there, and that's why the stinger is there. But it just looks a little bit more uniform to me like this. So I hope to have that there in there. So the idea is that I'll include the beads and the Dodger with the Mickey fin flies. And the Mickey fins that you see on the eBay page there have the 4/0 hook. The number 4 hook, whereas this is kind of a 2/0. Because sometimes what you see here in the videos are kind of prototypes, and then I get out there on the river and fish them, and I try to sell you something that's working or whatever. But anyway, that's kind of sort of the whole system there. As you can see, it's sort of a Mickey fin troller with the separate Dodger disc that's not incorporated on the fly, but you can still have that same action that I think, because I think action on your flies is what really, I think the action is really what gets them. Coming from a bass fishing background, and all the spinner baits and lures and things like that, crank baits and things like that, I think it's high time that fly fishermen did the same. So but we can make our own, and there you go. Also, too, the ones on the eBay page do not have the eyes on them, because again, with the smaller hook, you can only fit so much on that small hook. That's why I like the big hooks. But anyway, there you go. The Mickey fin with the alternate Dodger disc, and that's what the Dodger disc will look like if you buy the I guess it's the MF12 model there that I have on the eBay page. And I'll put a link to that. Excuse me, I'll put a link to that in the show notes. Just to give you a quick idea of kind of things I'm experimenting with. You know, you can take these things and make some spinner blades out of them. If you look at this particular setup as well, it's just spinning tackle, you know, and guess what? We got a nice little sort of spinner here. Got some more traditional beads, but the same thing. And this is sort of a this version of the fly is a steel-colored darter, which is prevalent in my local waters. And so, but still, you got a sort of a almost a willow leaf spinner there with no clevis, you know. And so I'll be testing those out and letting you guys know how that turns out. And I may offer that if you guys like it or not. But anyway, those are the kinds of things we're doing. And there's an example of the swivel right there. I like the swivel because of quick connect. The thing I don't like about the swivel is it adds weight. But this is a weighted fly. This particular version of it is, let's see if we can get it unclipped here, has a lead core line tied under there. So the fly is heavy, that's heavy, this gives it weight. And so that's good, you know, so that when we, because as with this, I don't have any lead core line tied onto the thing like I do with the fly rig. I much prefer the fly rig. I like it a lot better. But, you know, we're always trying new things, and you know, I'm not a, you know, I like to combine things and things like that. And so that's kind of what we got going on. Check out that eBay page. If you're interested in these places, make an offer. And it's over there for you guys. These things catch fish. That one's off-centered. Tried to make a spinner out of it. Worked kind of all right. Spinner, and this is the good old Dodger. You know, and so talk to you later.